Alright, welcome to another stream of Deus Ex Randomizer. I am Jehuti. Thanks for coming along. I see that Astro is already in the chat, according to the message that I think I saw up there. Just doing a pretty simple stream, I think, for today. We now have the version 2.5.4 out of the randomizer. And today is just going to be a pretty simple run with a few item restrictions. Something that you'll notice is that I took the liberty of making you a mod in the channel just because I've seen a few of your streams. I figured as long as we're going to have mods, then we may as well have a mod that I know. I didn't make Astro a moderator yet, or at this time, or whatever, just because I feel like I know Astro less. If you want to stop being a mod, or if Astro you want to start being a mod, that's completely, you just tell me and I will make that happen immediately. So we will get started with I'm going to be playing on speedrun mode because even though I don't really intend to do a speedrun or anything like that, it is really nice to be able to skip some of the worst levels in this game, like Paris Catacombs and things like that. Maybe I'll have to check that. In any case, I mean, I'm not expecting any troublemakers to come through today. I did add you as a mod in the Twitch chat, but maybe I'll have to confirm that afterwards. Strange. I'll double check that after the stream, but in any case, just in case that does happen or things like that, then I assume that we'll have an answer. I will set the randomizer difficulty to normal. I don't really want to set anything hard right now. This is more of a fun play around. Something of a de-rust because I was playing earlier today and yesterday, but in any case, I mean, I don't want to set up a big challenge right now. The combat difficulty will also be put on medium for the same reason. And we will be using with VMD I can actually choose my outfit immediately, so we will change our run name to 34 and we'll call ourselves Stream Time, just because. As for I am running restrictions on this run. I have already set them up using vanilla matter, so there are some items which I will not be able to pick up, and those are the items that will be prohibited for this run. One of them is the Dragon Tooth Sword, which would be really nice, but unfortunately that is not something that we're able to do. MQ Duck, good to see you. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy the stream. I'm going to try pistols and hardware this time as my resonations. Resonations are an addition from vanilla matter, which allow me to get slightly cheaper skill upgrades. And let's see how we're... Oh, and I'll get an automatic point for upgrading using resonation from the start. So, let's see. Pistol accuracy and reload speed is increased by 13%, recoil 13. This is looking pretty good, but honestly the initial values are quite good as well, so I think I'm going to stick with that. We will definitely get hacking because I cannot live without hacking. VMD makes it very cost-free to use hacking. I'll be honest, that is one of the big reasons that I use it. But of course, VMD has a lot more to offer than just the hacking. Yes, we'll do that. We'll check out rifles, because I could do rifles, but no, this is not good enough yet. Maybe we'll switch over to rifles after the halfway mark. Oh wow, that's a really, really good lockpicking, so we'll choose that. And the thing is that the way VMD works is that multi-tools are very weak by nature, but then you pick this one, which doubles their value, so that they, actually not double, it goes 1.5 times. So it becomes significantly stronger, but in the end you're really just catching up to parity. So I will do that from the start. I will choose that using the perk that I got earlier. And fitness is kind of expensive, so I don't really want to choose that. Medicine, 66 for a medkit. Yes, I will definitely choose that. And we'll keep, you know what? Demolition, I am terrible at picking up lambs and things like that, so this perk right here increases my detection speed for the mines. So, I think that's a pretty good layout to begin with. Yeah, we'll do pistols, because I don't see anything really getting much better from there. And, yes, this will allow us to put on 5 AUGs instead of 5 mods to each weapon rather than the typical 3. And give me just a second, I'm going to load up my, the stream directly in my browser because it'll be a little bit easier for me to read chat. Because right now I'm reading it off of the OBS window, and that's not really easy. Also, one thing that I will mention once again is that I do have a fairly significant delay on my microphone, so I do apologize if things sound weird or slow or funny with that regard. And would you look at Walton Simon's having a very...
infected?
Oh yes, most certainly.
Alright, we'll skip that. We know the plot of this game. If you do not know the plot of this game, I highly recommend doing that before you watch a Deus Ex stream, because the plot of this game is amazing, and I do not want it to be spoiled by the fairly half-hearted presentation we will be getting on a stream. My reaction speed is a little quick for this. Let's see, where is controls? Yeah, mouse sensitivity. A bit quick on this mouse. I have to use a different mouse than I do casually.
Everything was clear an hour ago.
I'm not going to be really checking the bingo. There are lots of streams that really focus on the bingo, such as, for example, Nats, who you can find streaming Randomizer a lot. Ramisma and Jesus on Wheels also tend to use bingo a lot. And since I think there's a pretty good saturation of that, I won't really be focusing on that. And, wow, good heavens. Wow, there's a medbot. Early medbot, that's great. Walton Simon's the very thick, I agree. Wearing some combat armor, I guess he's ready to go to UNATCO after all. Something I'm going to do, I'm going to lure these soldiers over here, because... Alright, we can get rid of a few of these guys. I don't really want to do a super slow run today, like usually my runs are like 8 or 10 hours. It would be really nice if I could make it to halfway through the game by like 2-ish hours. I know that for some people that's a glacial pace, but for me... Oh wait, no, we can't use multi-tools, I forgot. Okay, this is the first big mistake. I knew I was going to make some pretty big mistakes, but multi-tools are on the list of prohibited items. I have that right here in the VMD settings. Item refusal is already preset with all of the things that I have allowed and disallowed. I'm not going to re-roll the seed. That was a really dumb mistake on my part. However, one thing that I can do is that I can set up the crafting, which is available through hardware. So the fact that I cannot use multi-tools does not make hardware a useless skill. Instead, what I can do is that I can begin breaking down ammo that I don't... Wow, just look at this. Just ridiculous. I can begin breaking down ammo that I'm not going to use, and I can reforge it into ammo that I can use. Wow, this bot's going everywhere. Yeah, Paul is definitely going to do our work for us. And let me see if I can... No, the UNATCO guys are going to take care of that. So, looks like we'll be having some oh wow, hog canister. Very good.
The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here.
Okay, we have targeting and microfibril. I'm not sure whether either of those are going to be useful for us. Oh yeah, I cannot pick up soy food. Very unfortunate. Alright, let's get to saving and we will...
The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area.
30 credits.
You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with
okay,
the EMP
looks like the soldiers are
explosives.
cleared out.
I wouldn't recommend taking it
How
out
many
with
of these
small
guys are
arms.
there? Okay, looks like our priorities are going to be checking out the back dock, because we want to see... Okay, didn't see me. Actually, we can probably... Something that you're seeing on the bottom of the screen is my stealth meter. Given the current light parameters, on the left side you see how visible I am to humans, on the right side is how visible I am to bots. Because I did give a bit of a brightness boost before... Oh dear. Don't look. Okay, we get it. Because I did a bit of a brightness boost prior to the in the in-game settings, that means that it's fairly easy to see. I thought this was a soldier. This is just the merchant, and he is dancing happily away like a merchant ever would. Yes, as I was saying, we really want to get to the docks in the back because number one, that gives us Harley Philbin, and he's vaguely useful. Number two, that's a possible point where we will find Leo Gold, the NSF commander, and the objective for our mission. Alright, easy target. And this will allow us to pick up a bit more. Actually, we can check out the EMP bunker on our way down. Okay, medkits. It's a good thing medkits are not prohibited. I could do a run like that, and we may... Like I said, every time I do a restrictions run, I re-roll what the new restrictions will be. So next time that means that maybe we'll get no lockpicks, no multi-tools. Or wow, that's a really good camera. Or maybe that means that we'll be getting something like, wow, this is great luck. Hey, maybe we're doing a speedrun after all. Just kidding, I am not physically capable of doing a speed. Oh yeah, need to stop talking, need to start using a forklift. JC is highly trained in the art of forklifts. Wow, this is a really easy mission one, so...
Tell me about.
Send him back in the body bag. Yeah, combat knife is prohibited, multi-tool is prohibited, and... Okay, still got a box. You know what, I do have to... Hold on, I'm going to reduce the display a little bit on the... Okay, now I can read chat perfectly. So with that, let me check the stream again, and... okay, I'm gonna move the, where's the layout info? I'll move the layout info. In fact, we can move it down here, now that we're occupying less space. Just doing a bit of madness here on stream, which I know is never recommended, but today it is inevitable, and for that I sincerely apologize. Okay, I think we are ready with our new layout. And I'm just going to cover up. If I see myself doing things on stream, it will cause a recursive madness within me. And I think that's the kind of thing that we really want to avoid. So, for the sake of avoiding recursive madness, I am, okay, I think we're all set. Thank you for your patience, and let's move on. I'm going to check out the back docks to see if I can find any good loot. And let me set up... One thing that I do remember about this layout is that the standard pistol is prohibited, whereas the stealth pistol is not. So as soon as we get over to Sam Carter, we will... Yes, lockpicks are allowed. We will have our first good pistol weapon, and that may be the only pistol that we can pick up because crossbow... Yes, stealth pistol mastery. It honestly will be. It may... Because the crossbow is also governed by the pistol damage, but getting a good... Oh wait, that is prohibited. That is prohibited. Yes, no biocells. I have a VMD, not VMD, item... Who is this guy? He is being a tricky jerk. Let me double check that my settings, VMD, rifles, assault gun is allowed. Good. This will be sorted out pretty quickly, so... you know, that's one thing that I... Let's try that again. That's one thing that I really hate when you pick up a gun and it has one ammo on it. So we will toss this away, and we will imagine to ourselves that we have a more suitable weapon because we really don't. However, we do have a buckshot. Well, he got the first shot, but I got the last laugh. So, we will continue on, and let's see if these crates have anything useful. Cannot pick up the EMP. Good thing we have medkits. I feel like I'm going to be saying that a couple hundred times during this run. And, one thing that I will want to do before we head out of this map is that I will want to... Yes, fire extinguishers
Why
are
the hell would I
prohibited.
come here if no one needs my help? I found it.
Oh, Harley Philbin, one of Deus Ex's many fascinating personalities. Hazmat is forbidden. Really should have checked if soda is forbidden before I picked that up. PS20 is allowed. That's good. That's good. Okay, we've got the.
What?
Really
I'm
won't be
just waiting
using
for a
that, but
ride.
she's not even selling things anymore. She doesn't even need the money. Okay. Let's. I sort of do want to check out what's inside the sunken ship, but we'll leave that alone. Let me double check if soda is prohibited. Soda is allowed. Good. I will commit these to memory sooner or later. But for now, VMD is sort of helping us out with the restrictions. But hey, at least I can pick up candy bars and soda. If that's all that we need, if that's all we have to make us get through this, then I guess we'll make it through after all. Okay, now that I have the NSF password, I can get into the statue. I'm just going to run up the stairs for the skill points, and then we'll head into UNATCO because, like I said, I could spend 10 hours on a run. Not really my interest right now. So we'll see how relatively soon we can get this done. It has been a long time since I've done a Deus Ex Randomizer stream. Well, I say a Deus Ex Randomizer stream, any stream, because the only game that I do stream is Deus Ex Randomizer. So that's a category of 100% out of 100%. But I figured I have nothing to do tonight. Tonight was a very good night. And yes, there's the merchant. I figured maybe some people are going to be up and then we can get something done. So, people who are watching this VOD afterwards, such as, for example, Ramizma and other people, I do miss you. I did not do this on purpose to make you miss the stream. This is simply how things turned out. So, I say hello to you folks and hope that I will be able to enjoy some good streams by you guys as well as soon as we get the chance. Is this? Yeah, I figured that was allied afterwards.
They sent us in to pick
So
up
we'll
the
just check out the
pieces.
loot that we have here. I'm gonna use my okay, 40s are allowed. This is a key. Oh yeah, that's for the compound. Intentional spiting. Astro, what world do you live in? Can't you see that I'm like the nicest person on the face of the planet? This actually is a really, really good time for me to be streaming because it's right after like the whole world for me shuts down. So, and it is very visible. It is very visible that there are like no streamers around now-ish. So I will genuinely say that this is a good time for me to be streaming, or for anyone to be streaming really. And right now this is a capable time for me in particular. So whether that happens more often or what, I guess we will find out. There is a medbot over by the docks, so we will use that before we head into
Finally let us loose.
UNATCO
Right
HQ.
behind you and cut through them like a hot knife through butter.
I have need of ammo. Do I get a GEP gun? Yeah, we don't need that assault rifle. You cannot pick up... Hold on, I need to double check. This is a matter of significant security because the GEP gun is allowed. Good heavens, I was really, I was worried about that. No, Dai, don't even... A spiteful person. No, Dai, don't even worry about it. I am just streaming stuff, and if people enjoy watching what they're streaming, what they're seeing, then that is totally cool. And let's check out what these grenades are, because I will tell the viewer that grenade randomization is new in this version. So these will no longer be gas grenades. These can be any kind of grenade. Something that they worked hard to make sure is that the grenades that are randomized will be in proportion, generally, to how grenades are in the ordinary game. So that means that roughly 60% of the grenades that you'll find stuck on the walls and so forth will be LAMs grenades, because that's how the game originally was. So they made sure to ensure that you're not finding like hundreds of scramble grenades on the walls and so on. Really, it's been readjusted. Okay, cool, cool. All right then. Then, as you can see, as the viewer can see, this randomizer is under continual development. I'm really glad that I jumped into this whole thing right as development is underway, because it's really fun to be a part of the development. You know, you can make suggestions, you can talk with the devs about the things that they do, why they do them, and so on. And it's really, really fun. Oh wait, that medbot. It's really fun to be in the middle of things as they're moving, because occasionally, like, you can sometimes be a part of what's happening. Like, you find bugs, you report them, you actually see your actions having an impact in a project. That's one of the really fun things that I did with when I found Daggerfall. Okay. You know, I am going to want combat strength, because if we're depending on low-tech a lot, that's something that we're going to want to do, and I don't want to use... I mean, I could just remove the AUG afterwards, but I think it would make more sense to have targeting rather than microfiber from the beginning. Yeah, like I was saying, it is fun to be a part of a project from the very beginning. Not like I was here from the beginning, but, you know, I've been a part of the DXR community for, I think it's been about 2 years now, and I've really enjoyed it. The devs here are wonderful, the fans here are wonderful as well, and we have a lot of fun, and that was one of the reasons why I got into Daggerfall Unity, because it was just starting. Yeah, I don't have any way
Way to
of
go,
this.
sir.
And yeah, here are all the things that I could not pick up that the game gave me. And I got into it from the very start, and I have had a lot of fun with Daggerfall Unity, and I continue to do so. So, DXR has felt quite similar as well.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
I will apologize to the members in chat, because occasionally, like, I will get wrapped up in playing the game. I'm still not, as you can tell, I'm still really quite new to the whole matter of streaming. But, in fact, let me double check that OBS is... Yeah, okay, we're recording. We are definitely recording. And,
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you.
something funny that I have to mention is that when I record Daggerfall Unity, the streams only tend to... Not streams. This is a VMD thing. Funny little VMD thing. It'll be relevant in future versions, but that is not Randomizer. That is VMD. Something funny is that when I record Daggerfall, it's only about 40 minutes long for each video, but they end up being the same size as a 2 or 3 hour Deus Ex stream, because No, 75.
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
Because the images move so fast when I'm using the modded fast travel that, like, the graphics, the file size just increases exponentially. So it's kind of a funny thing. Even though Daggerfall Unity does not have amazing graphics the way that I play it, that's just something that needs to happen because of the way the recording works. WCC, great to see you. I was thinking of mentioning over in the Vanilla Matter that I was streaming, but I'm glad you found your way here anyway, because I would certainly not want you to miss out on a VMD stream. For the viewer who is unaware, what am I? Oh yes, I will get a multi-tool, because I can use one. Yes, okay. Yes, WCC is the developer, the creator, the maintainer, the person of Vanilla Matter, which is the mod that I'm using. People in Twitch can use the exclamation VMD command, which I think is fixed now. I switched over to using Nightbot instead of Fossabot, because... Did I grab? Because Fossabot was not displaying... No, I don't have that key. Yeah, okay. I do not have the med key. Strange. Yeah, thanks for checking that, Astro. I had to switch off of office door key. Oh yeah, something that I do like to hack, because train level hacking required. Did I really not pick up train level? Wait, I am at trained. What the heck? Well, this is a good bug report. So yeah, I am at train, but it's not letting me hack for some reason, and I don't know the reason for that. So yeah, I have it. Yeah, that's a strange thing. But anyway, doesn't really matter. it's just something that I like to do because on this first visit you can grab the code to Alex's door. That's definitely a VMD thing. That is not randomizer related. Something that I want to do, something I want to improve on in these streams is that I want to make clear to the viewer what things are VMD and what things are randomizer. Because like when they see me eating food for hunger's sake or things like that, I don't want people to get confused and think that that's a randomizer feature. There are a lot of things that VMD adds, and I would hate for people to get confused about the one or the other. And did I get my stealth pistol? Yes, we have our stealth pistol and 16 damage. That is highly acceptable. We will set on... Yeah, we will set on the pistol. Okay. And I thought... Yes, it's right here. Capacity. Yeah, this is looking like a pretty solid pistol, whereas the buckshot is looking okay. It's not amazing, but it is okay. So, what we're going to do is that we'll set up the stealth pistol as our number 2 weapon. And we'll open up some of these doors over here, just in case they have some more loot. Hey, cool. Yes, we have this key. So for the viewer who is watching this, one of the mods that I absolutely love, I do not play Deus Ex without it, is called Vanilla Matter, and it is made by White Choco Chip, who is in the chat right now. It adds a ton of modular functions to Deus Ex. You can disable or enable them, all of them, as you wish. Things like hunger systems, stress systems, enemy smelling you systems, blood detection systems. So like if you walk into the Hong Kong Mall and you're covered with enemy blood, the police will realize that you're probably a horrible person and they'll start shooting at you. All of this is modular, all of it can be toggled on and off, so you can create a very expansive system of how you're playing, along with a lot of other things. Like it has difficulty levels that go far, far, far beyond what normal Deus Ex does. I used to play casually on a few of those levels, like there's one that's called, it's not Condemned, it's the one before that, but I used to play on the very, very, very high versions, and it is a lot of fun when you know that every single decision that you make matters. Actually, I forgot to check where the boat is, so you will be, yes, it was Gallows, yes, thank you. I thought the boat was over here. It is really fun because, spoilers, it adds a kill switch for the section starting in Mission 5 where you're in prison, and on the higher difficulty levels, that kill switch, it goes fast. Like, not absurdly fast to the point where, like, you can't even breathe, but it goes fast and it really adds a genius level of time management in a pretty difficult part of the game. It also disables your AUGs as well, just like, you know, the lore says that they should be disabled. So it is difficult for me to say enough good things about Vanilla Matter, and I simply recommend, if you have not tried it, I do recommend trying it. It is compatible with the randomizer, because I am playing it right now. And would you look at that, I got a very good battery park. I'm going to skip the AUG because there is an AUG canister in this level, but I don't want to fight all those enemies just to find the AUG. So instead, I'm going to switch over to the second half of the mission. If I can, I'm going to rescue these hostages because I'm a very nice person and I like to do that. But yeah, this is by far, I would, if I were the spoilerish kind of person, I would really recommend removing the electrical room spawn from this mission because it is so top tier for speedrunners. That is a Cyber 4 chick. Something you'll notice, I pointed it out earlier, but now we have a really good point to indicate it. At the bottom of the screen, you can see my stealth meter. And because I was in a very dark area, that means enemies could not see me. Yes, okay, we did this. Let's get out of here.
I'll be okay.
In
Thanks.
terms of speedruns, the electrical room spawn is top tier in Mission 2, so that is something, like, when you get that spawn in a speedrun, that is just, it blows everything else out of the water. And if you start in the vanilla place, or even worse, inside the docks, inside the NSF warehouse, that is just a total momentum killer. So, Astro and Die, if you wanna consider that, that's your choice. If not, no big deal.
What I'm telling you, girl.
We will scare off this guy
You got
because
sucks to.
Sandra here provides us useful stuff. I think I'm gonna skip Smuggler this time. Like I said, I want to make this run semi-fast. Something that I do like to do is that I like to rescue Ford Chick because you get a free AUG upgrader when you return to New York in Mission 8 after you freed him. I don't think we'll be doing that this time because we'll be doing things semi-quickly this run. Otherwise, I would absolutely do that. That is an addition that I have to mention is added once again by Vanilla Matter. Like I said, you should play Vanilla Matter. If you are not playing it now, I do highly recommend it, and I love the mod. When I was doing my test run earlier today, the UNACO troops totally got destroyed, and I had to deal with... Oh dear. Yes, it's happening again. What are we going to do now? I think what happened last time is that I actually got them to despawn because I changed maps. So maybe we can do some despawning shenanigans. And in any case, this will give us a chance to talk to Sandra's friend, who is actually more useful than Sandra herself.
I gave him.
Where's he?
I don't know.
Because she gives
Can you
us...
tell?
Oh, Jojo?
Maybe I'll.
Well, if you ever want to get into the
Thanks.
Yeah, she gives us that code right there, which allows us to go to the rooftop in the... I cannot eat soy food, that's so tempting. She allows us to go to the rooftop in the repair bot. Hey, that's great. Where's the repair bot? At the end of the outside map, and that's a really, really good at it. You know, it's probably going to be in the bathroom. 90% of the time, whenever I see a bot inside this map, it's always in the bathroom. I really hope the NSF outside are gone because, while I do have a really good stealth pistol, there's no guarantee that it's going to be enough. Yep, it's right here. 90% of the time. Okay, let's see if I get lucky and the NSF have despawned. Yeah, likewise, outside the bathroom. It's all... I don't know what the deal with the pathing is, but it's in those two spots the vast majority of the time. Okay, are we lucky today? Have the NSF disappeared and left me... Yeah, I think... Wait. I saw something. In any case, I really do want to look for the AUG upgrader because we can spare a little bit of time to look around here for... Okay, what we're going to do to begin with, we're going to start breaking down buckshot. Actually, is the sniper rifle forbidden? Let's see what's forbidden for us. Iron refusal, rifles, assault shotgun is forbidden, and everything else is allowed. So yeah, I think we will be switching over into rifles later on in the missions. That means that we will get rid of our 28mm ammo, but we don't have enough to break it down any yet. So that's something we will be doing in the future. After you see the fight start, you can leave the map. Okay, good, good. Then that's that is very good info, and I'm glad that that is reliable because there are some times when like 8 of those guys. Before this run began, I randomly, it was just a simple Excel thing, but I randomly set up item refusals to determine what I would be allowed and disallowed to use during this run. You can see them in the paste bin in the video description, but effectively, yes, there are some things that are completely banned. No big deal, no big deal. So, yeah, flamethrower is prohibited. I am very happy that I get a GEP gun, because if it weren't for that... Actually, I do have lambs and I do have GEP guns, so those are both allowed to me. And since we helped out Sandra and talked to Sandra's friend, that means that we do have the key to the not the key, the password to the elevator leading to the roof. And can I make this jump? Yes, we can. It's kind of funny that there are multiple ways of bypassing this, but the most obvious one is the most useful one. So, yeah, no loot around here. But, actually, I do want to find that upgrader. I really do, I really do. So I do apologize that we will be taking a bit of a detour, but, you know what? Let's see how much damage I do. Nothing. I really do want to find... It would be terrible if it was in the vanilla location because I can't use multi-tools. Something that you're seeing is that JC is now trembling and panicking because we have our stress system turned on. When you are around multiple... Hold on, can we break this? Yes, we can. Okay, we do have a way in. And I can only hold 3, whereas... How many? Yeah, we can hold some... We can grab some gas. Is the upgrader in here? It is not. Darn it. Well, we can handle that. We can live with that. Just this once. I'm going to do a sweep around to look for the AUG upgrader because there are a lot of things I can bypass on this run, but this is just too good to pass up this time, so it shouldn't take us too long to look for it. Thankfully, Sandra gave us the password to Smuggler, so if necessary, actually, something I also need to do. I need to help out the bum over on the basketball court to get the Mission 3 password. I don't have any pepper spray or anything, so maybe we will stick with the prod.
Do something, man.
I checked this.
No, no, no. Not allowed. You play nice on this playground. I was honestly expecting it to be inside Smuggler's door, absolutely. I'm now kind of wondering where the heck it is. It's probably going to be in the... One of these darn things. It's probably going to be inside the subway and I just missed it somehow because that's... It's always the most obvious thing, like with a Ramisma stream a few days ago when the key to the Ocean Lab was... Darn it. Was at the docks right at the start where you would most easily miss it. I'm just going to take a quick look around there, and then if I can't find it, then, I mean, I could use Legend, but my status as a cheater is not something that I wish to proliferate. So, where the heck is this upgrader? I mean, it has an obvious blue glow to it, so there shouldn't be... Like, where is the upgrader? Take a look over here. Lockpick, worth it. Yeah, the real question is, what the heck happened? No, this is a blue glow, but not the kind that we were expecting. And, Actually, that's a good point. That's the entirely wrong kind of body for this mission. That's a strange inclusion. Well, I said that I would not hold up chat for very long while we're continuing along this mission. Wow, heat rounds. That's amazing. Could be using those in the tanker, in the freighter later on. Last possible place I can imagine it being... What is this? Yeah, just a normal data cube. Is over here in this door... No, it's the door. The thing is not here. So I guess we're just going to have to proceed on without it. Which is a real shame, but... the show must go on. Okay. If I were playing single player, I would just turn on Legend and then I would look for it myself. but
JC.
wow,
I'm sending you a
it
satellite
feels like
image.
that would make
We've
the
got NSF troops on
experience
the way
very
for us.
illegitimate. So I will play by the rules today. I have a really bad habit of doing an autosave at the same time, or a quick save at the same time that the autosave goes off. Alright, buddy, you're coming with me. We're going to interview him later at UNACO headquarters. You'll see. It would be really amazing if I managed to get the augmentation canister on this map, but if we're really lucky, we won't even have time to find it. Something that I really like, you can see how fast the aiming reticle zooms in on things because we're just that good. Yeah, JC, he's a murderer. He is a trained assassin when necessary, in his own words. Gonna recharge our prod here, and then we will jump over. Okay, next objective is to find the NSF... A dog. You silly dog. What are you doing, dog? Dog, go home. Dog, go home. Alright. NSF generator is right here. It's the exact same place as my test run. And here's something funny for VMD. Take a look at this. Yeah.
Good job,
Amazing.
JC. The power just died at the NSF headquarters. Now it's up
and
to Paul. Go to the
yeah,
roof.
the
A
computer's
chopper
also
is
over
arriving
there.
with
And that's
agent
also something that I had in my...
He will lock
And...
down the warehouse where
Okay,
you take the
almost.
chopper.
During my test run, the helicopter was right down here, so I'll help Gunter out. Been a long time since I watched The Matrix. Never even saw the two sequels, but I did watch the original on TV a couple of times. It's one of those movies that the world will never get tired of. We'll still be watching network rebroadcasts of it in the year 2052, and in the year 2077, and in every other year that the Deus Ex universe transpires in. Any chance of finding... No AUG, but that's a medkit. Medkits are always useful. Yeah, the original is... Like, I heard that that Reloaded was really, really good, but there is... It's hard to find a movie that is so obviously... that just draws so much inspiration, like The Matrix, the original. Just like the concept, just the overall... How do I even...
I took care of it.
Gunter, stop that. Just the... I don't even know how you describe it, but like the mind-blowing imagery that it sets up with you, just like the ideas that it sets forth. Really, 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 really amazing. So definitely a movie for the times. We don't talk about Matrix 3 now, do we? No, we don't talk about Matrix number 3. Yeah, I can't get in here, so... Do I? Yeah, there's no key for this.
Welcome back. Your mission was a success.
I'm
Just
assuming
about
they had
the
to do
only
like
bright side of the
AI upscales
operation,
for the
unfortunately.
4K version,
Report to Manderley for
because
briefing.
as great as the effects were, I assume that there was no easy way of making it to like a 4096 resolution of a movie made in the year 1999. I think it was 1999. Somebody in chat's gonna correct me. It was a film... Right, that makes sense, okay. Thankfully they don't lose the originals like so often happens with video game code, where it seems like every 5 years everybody deletes all the code that they had for their original games, and we have to, let's see, range? Yeah, we'll do the pistol. No reason to not have the pistol. Now, something unique to VMD, if you add in the... we'll do scope on the rocket, because if you use a scope on a normal weapon, then firing it normally actually has a big accuracy decrease. So once you put a scope on a weapon, you want to start using that scope all the time on that weapon. Otherwise, your normal firing will have a pretty significant disadvantage to your accuracy. Yeah, you'd be amazed how often source code for games is lost on these things. Like, there are only a few that really keep their source code around. I think the Kingdom Hearts games had theirs. There are games like Mario that apparently they keep around the source code for those for like decades and decades. But there are others that that really seem to get lost. Sad story for Daggerfall and for some of the other games of that era. That is a vanilla mechanic. Okay, cool. I only learned about it through VMB because it's made so explicit.
I heard about the shootout in the park in Hell's Kitchen. Like
that
shooting
is
fish in a barrel, huh?
certainly worth knowing. Okay, and we can get a free weapon mod for Sam since we're already down here. I see no reason not to. Oh wait, we cannot use the biocell. We are unable to use the biocell. Okay, he's trying to give us something that we have no room for, so we're going to get out of here. I think that's more pistol ammo, and I'm not going to fire pistol ammo just for the sake of making Sam happy. So we will add... Yeah, we're already at... What's our accuracy on this thing? 72. And when you add in our skill for this weapon, it's just like... Just look how fast the aiming... Well, that was not an amazing demonstration, but... It's good enough. It's pretty good. Yes, the energy Danish is indeed forbidden to us. We will have to depend on normal food for this run. Somebody's hiding a book in here. It better be a good book. The UNACO Handbook. In my test run, Mando Lee had a UNACO Handbook inside his bathroom. And I thought, what a responsible person, brushing up on the basics while he's taking care of everything that's necessary. I think every good bathroom will have a good book that you put inside of it. I guess you can learn a lot about your hosts when you're at somebody else's house and you look in their bathroom and you see the kind of book that they put in there. I guess you'll learn a lot about the person that you are spending time with. Any bot? No bot, really. We've hardly even seen any bots, but at the same time, we don't really need any. We're running on pretty easy settings. I didn't really want to pick a high difficulty while we're doing this, so this is just a fun play around, a Deus Ex Randomizer, semi-de-rust. Really just a fun play around while we're using item restrictions. There is going to be a day when I get terrible item restrictions. Do I? Yes, it looks like the mole people sympathizers are over here. There will be a run when I get absolutely awful restrictions, like I'm going to get no medkits, no rifles, no pistols, and life is just going to be awful. But today is not that day, so we'll just we'll cruise along so long as the game allows us to cruise along. And yes, I completely agree with using GitHub for everything. In the Daggerfall Unity community, a lot of people talk about how they lose their source code for things like that. Ever since I began making mods, I absolutely 100% back up everything on GitHub. No questions asked. I have to do that. Because if you don't do that, you will end up making mistakes. And it feels terrible when your hard drive fails or things like that and you end up losing 3 years of progress. Oh my gosh. And that's something that I have to mention, that the NSF troopers say, big guy, he can't hide for long, and JC is supposedly 6'2", but when you compare him to the other models in the game, he's normal size. It's really hard to find anyone who's taller, besides of course Gunther. It's really hard to find anyone, a bot, that's taller than JC. As part of the randomizer, our people are going to be moved around, so I'm going to spend some time looking among the possible objective locations. Going to see if I can find the drug dealer, because he's an easy knockout. Okay, we have the water guy. He's over here, so we will knock out the water right away. High mode in DX. And that's one of the things, right? That the setting suggests that everybody is extremely impoverished, eating like scraps for food and like the most basic soy food. And look how tall and strong everyone is. It's not fully consistent. We should rage about it on online forums. So yeah, apparently everyone's really tall, at least in New York and in. For some reason, I get this idea that people are shorter in the Hong Kong section of the game, but that's probably... Oh good, this guy's here. Will he run over to the steam? Will he? Will he run over to the steam? No, he's not. He's not. Let's get rid of him. Surprised he doesn't have a weapon because he usually does. Okay, something interesting about Zyme is that Zyme actually has a meaningful use in vanilla matter. It will make you into a berserk chopping machine, which can resist crazy amounts of damage. So you can have an army shooting you down and you'll just be like, alright, I don't really care about these bullets. I personally do not adapt to that playstyle, but once again it is something else that VMD does enable for you. So the only use that we have right now for Zyme, now that I think about it, is that we can use it to bribe our good fellow over here to give us a limb. I hope that's the right guy. Let me see if I can... Yeah, I threw the Zymes over here, I think. Yes, there's one. I will use this Zyme. Reminds me of the 420 speedrun where you use some exploits to begin the game with some alcohol in your inventory. You're gonna kill Rock. What if I already did? Oh, okay, give me that lamp. Okay, the water guy is over there, but I really want to find El Rey. Is El Rey over here? He is not.
What is it?
Hold up, bro. Actually, that would be a really good sound alert for Jesus on Wheels. Hold up, bro. Have to recommend that to him later. Let's see if we can... That's not him. And there's a gray over there. We do not want to deal with the gray. Is El Rey in his normal position? He's... Where the heck is El Rey? Cannot use the multi-tool. Now that I think about it, we have some more ammo, so we'll begin breaking that down now that we're at a fairly simple part of the run. Yes, I knew he'd be in here. Alright, we now have our lamb, and we are ready to proceed on. Okay, we have found all the useful people here in the mole tunnels. It always feels terrible when you get in and you find the political guy who looks like the water guy, but he's completely useless. He just tells you that the mole people are too political. So, it always feels terrible to talk to that guy. He provides nothing of use whatsoever. Okay, I do want to go over to the sneaky sneak section. Is that the merchant? Yeah, it's a merchant. If I can, I really want to get the NSF leader to surrender, because that makes this entire section pretty trivial. So if we can get this without getting anyone alerted to our actions, this makes everything about 10 times easier. Okay, the key location has been randomized, so we're going to look for that. Oh wow, a thermoptic camo. That was absolutely worth it. Where is... Cannot use that pistol. Cannot use the EMP. The key can be in a few locations around here, and not there. This guy is what made me change my allegiance about the NSF.
Easy, man. I won't get in your
Take it easy,
way.
I'm on your side, he says.
Do work for them.
They made me do work for them.
Records at a shipyard, so they had me break into the inventory systems. I was able to locate shipments of ambrosia.
Want this stinking rat hole? You got it.
Permanently neutral, okay. There have been some times where anywhere on this branch. There have been some times where You alert somebody, then you talk to the NSF leader, and then you come back. The alerted person comes back, and then everybody starts firing on you, including the leader, which is just terrible. So I'm glad that at least the leader will not be freaking out on me
If they
anymore.
managed to help some of the sick people.
Won't find anything down here.
If you're looking for the leader, he's in a secret room next to the
Okay, he's not going to talk about it, but the NSF forced him to work for them, and when he refused, they killed his cat. And that made me think the NSF are no longer my friends. I have removed them from my Facebook friends. They cannot possibly be acceptable people. They are not on my list anymore. I'm sorry, you do not do something like that and then call yourself a human being. Goodbye. Goodbye. Where the heck is the key? I guess we can check over here in this part of the tunnels.
Don't look at me, I just follow.
Is there a key? Yes, there is a key. Yeah, because there used to be only like 2 or 3 locations for that key, and now it appears to be much more reliable. Well, it appears to be much more open, rather. Not reliable, open.
Got it.
So, I am happy to see some more randomization. Always a good thing to see. Just a reminder for the viewer that the Deus Ex Randomizer is an amazing mod, as is Vanilla Matter. The two are operative for this run. And that's a lamb, and I don't even need a lamb. Darn it. And they're both operative during this run, and I love them to death. Deus Ex itself is an amazing game, but VMD and the randomizer make it even better. You can literally play this game to the end of your days and you will never run out of content, period. VMD makes things bigger, better, more complex, more expansive. Wait, hold on. This was ETOD. Okay, that's not very useful, but we can do that. Thankfully, we have level 2 running, so we can get over these beams over here. Yeah, the randomizer will change things around so that no playthrough will ever be the same 2 times, and VMD adds a lot more content to the game so that you can make the game much, much harder, much, much more expansive, if you want. And having many more options and ways, like the game itself does not change, like, it's not like Revision where paths are changed or moved around or added or things like that. It is the same old game as always. It's simply that it's the content, the, how do you call it, the mechanics have been altered in ways that really add a lot of really good replayability. Not gonna make it. Let's check our lockpicking. What is lockpicking looking like? And I can upgrade this as well. Oh yeah, I can use the lockpick. We can use pickpocket. We will grab pickpocket because if we do this properly, I won't have to kill anyone here. As we know, J.C. Denton is a very humane, non-lethal agent of the United Nations. So, if I can do this properly, would you look at that? We just may have a pro on our hands. Oh gosh. Really? Non-lethal? Anybody? Nobody? Alright, I think we're good. That was a good shot, at least. Could use the EMP grenade here. Could use the lamb... Wait. Are EMPs allowed? Hold on. Settings, VMD, item... Where are the grenades? EMP grenades are banned, and I've been carrying some around. That is a terrible shame. I have no idea how I committed that mistake. But we will make sure that we do not do it again. We'll use the lamb. No reason not to use the lamb. Wait. Yes, okay. We're good. We have a randomized grenade around this corner. What is it going to be? It is a replacement lamb. How kind of you guys. Thank you for that, Di and Astro. Very good of you to think of that and place that for me. Exactly what we needed on our way through. And I'm amazed that I do not have a sniper rifle. Really wondering where we're going to find one of those. Plink and plink. And as you saw from the shadow right here, there's a guy waiting on top of this rubble so that he can snipe me. Oh dear. No, I did not mean to... Hold on. I did not mean to change my weaponry around. Gas cap bullets are something that are added by Vanilla Matter as a way of stunning enemies if you shoot along the ground near them. Very clever idea. I myself have not used it to the extent that
Just killed it.
Well, that a person really should, but I am informed that there are great strategic uses to them. And if that does not matter to you, then you can still break them down for some pretty good chemical material for when you're crafting chemical things. For example, break it down, make a new medkit. Very useful. And baton, candy bar.
You're entering a Helibase terminal below a private section of LaGuardia. Veer to the east. You should be able to take the elevator.
EMP would be really useful here, but sadly that is not within our capabilities.
There's a sewer drain to the
What are we
northwest
gonna
which
do
leads
here?
to a pond next to the airfield.
Yeah, could use the
Think we might know who's
rockets.
moving the shipment. More in a minute.
Just gonna save here. Okay, and we're ready. I think we are being very stealthy this time. I think we're good. See that? No enemies.
Who was that?
Okay, besides this guy.
Looks like you're on the right track. That's one of the 3 missing
Look how
barrels of
powerful that
ambrosia.
stealth pistol is.
We'll be
This is
sending a team to
amazing.
recover. See if you find the other 2.
Oh dear, not that one. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this right now. We're going to be showing off a feature of VMD right here on stream. Check this out.
Quiet. I think we got cops.
Hold on. Do I have the... Yeah, I have the gas caps loaded. So you can see how those work. I did not make extreme tactical use of them this time, but you can see how they work, that you can deploy a gas cloud toward your enemies, which can stun them. Isn't that amazing? Okay, you want to make sure that you don't shoot the enemy. You get the ricochet a bit further back. Look at that. What a pro. Goodbye, Mr. Greasel. I'm sorry. These guys are jerks. They don't even know who I am and they're firing on me. I think that they'd be more professional than that. As you can see, the gas caps are an amazing stun weapon. You saw it for yourself. It actually created a gas cloud around my
This is
enemies.
the terminal at LaGuardia owned by Juan Ivanovich Lebedev. We're certain based on what you've discovered.
And now that I think about it, there would have been an upgrader canister in that last map.
We're sending you a map
Bit
of the
unfortunate, but
airfield.
we're gonna move on without it. Repair Bob, but I have no possible use for it at this time. Very unfortunate. How far can I make it before somebody sees me? That was a pretty good run through the airport. This is one of the levels that I find most difficult because of its concentration of enemies. I'm gonna use a lamb here because lambs make significantly less noise than an EMP, than a GIP gun rather. So do we have any stragglers coming to see what the noise was? If not, then we will proceed on. That's an EMP. We are unable to use that. Are we lucky enough to get the code? Wait, law? do I get? Yes, that item refusal. Figures. And the mini crossbow is also forbidden. So that means from now on, we can break down our crossbow bolts. Where are... Never mind. Hold on. I thought that the crossbow bolts were available for breaking down, but that might just be the tranquilizer bolts. So, here we have seen open, okay. Yeah, I don't see them on here, so yeah, I was just misremembering.
Who was that? I didn't see a uniform.
Good heavens.
Pig.
Not gonna let him use that. That was a law. If I can't use a law, nobody can. Sniper rifle, perfect. Okay, barracks dormitory, range. Well, I'll put it once more on our pistol because that pistol is just turning out to be an amazing little piece of work. Gas grenade is forbidden. And I really need to find the code. Because I am unable to hack things. Rather, I'm unable to use multi-tools on things. I can still hack using computers and so forth. Yes, okay, we're good. Let's get out of here and despawn all of these NSF troopers. Okay, something that I absolutely will be grabbing this time.
I told the troops to stand down. That's right.
I will be grabbing the augmentation canister that is somewhere on the plane because... Is that a medbot that I just saw? It appears to be. Good. So we will use that immediately to install our augmentation canister. And it is... Vision Enhancement Aqua Lung. One of those we can't use, and the other one we already... One of those we can't use, the other one we don't want to use. Because we already have targeting included on... okay. Installed on our person, so we don't really want to use the vision enhancement. And Aqua Lung, we already know about Aqua Lung. Aqua Lung is the great joke of the Deus Ex community. There are no positive uses for Aqua Lung. I'm sorry, Lebedev.
Stand down, Agent.
Well, that was easy now, wasn't it? Sadly, I cannot carry Lebedev with me. It is very unfortunate. He has a few special properties under Vanilla Matter, so as a result, I am unable to carry him to Hong Kong, as is the great need, where you knock him unconscious and then you carry him with you to Hong Kong and deliver him over to Tracer Tong. So yeah, I'm going to install Aqua Lung only because I have... That is not a medbot. Well, I guess we may be throwing out this augmentation canister after all. And that's okay, because Aqua Lung, it is the great joke of the Deus Ex community. It could technically be useful if I get over to the Hong Kong canals and I still have it installed. But we'll see. We'll see if I even find a medbot. The bots have not been very forthcoming. Okay, let's... I do remember where the Ambrosia container was on this map. It's over by the hangar door. Other than that, really not much of interest on this map, so we'll be heading back to UNATCO sooner rather than later. And yes, I must once again preach about the tremendous power of this stealth pistol, because really, that thing just... Oh great, that's... That gray is still alive, and it's too bad I didn't shoot that thing. And the spider bot is still acting. actively as a member of the NSF. It was not deactivated when the UNATCO troopers took over. But we're on our way out of here anyway. Yeah, RepairBot, we're headed on our way.
It's true.
Goodbye, airport. Gonna take a quick drink here.
Vanderlee's pleased that you followed orders. He wants to see you.
He better be pleased. I killed Lebedev and Anna Navarra. I took off 2 huge problems from his table.
Vanderlee wants to see you. You know the drill.
I know the drill. Of course I do.
It's a question of who benefits society more.
But who decides that? You?
Yeah, I'm not going to be using those darts for anything since I cannot break them down. If I used chemical breakdown, in fact, that is actually something that I could do. Just for fun. Just for fun, we're going to set up our... No, wait, we don't have room for our chem set. So we will set up reload and recoil. Drop the binoculars, we're not going to use those. And also something interesting is that the PS20 in Vanilla Matter is a reloadable weapon which uses plasma shots. So pretty darn useful. Not quite the explosive powerhouse that it is in Deus Ex Randomizer. Just a bit different. A different implementation of a fairly unique weapon in the original game. I think both ways are a big improvement off of what it was in the original game. I guess he got a better offer.
Yeah. Take your op bonus. I have some ghosts.
Inexplicably, Manderley is angry with us, and I have no idea why. And there's nothing to upgrade us over here. Wait, is there...
Then what'd you do?
I chased them into the building.
Is there an upgrade canister in this... No, not an upgrade canister, an AUG canister in this map. I could have sworn this is where you usually pick up the speed run AUG for the first time. At least this is where most players are going to find it, because you don't typically find it in Mission 2. JCD. That has to be added by the randomizer to help you get into your account, because one of the bingo goals is to check your email multiple times, and that's something that they want to make sure that you have access to each time. We'll use the sniper ammo because, as far as I know, we're pretty low on sniper ammo. Definitely going to be wanting as much of that as humanly possible. Put the recoil on the sniper. And how are we doing for our skills? We have 5,000 skill points. We don't really want to put any more into hardware. In fact, funny, I didn't even put any points into hardware, and we can still use the crafting as a result of the resonation that I put in at the start. If we upgrade pistols, damage is increased to 44%. Not amazing. If we do athletics, swimming increases significantly. That's good. You know what? I'm going to do fitness because this will give us the ground roll, the fall roll. That's going to be very useful at the end of Mission 4. Yes, here it is. We have Energy Shield and Ballistic. Let's check the values on those. Energy Shield would give us, at max, a 46% reduction. That is really not I mean, and Normally, it would take us up to 80%, and we're barely getting half of that with the randomized version. Whereas ballistic gives us more or less the original values of it. So I guess we'd be going with ballistic if we find a medbot to help us install this. But neither of those is really something to cheer about. Both pretty poor values. But that is the way that we sometimes live in a randomized world. And the reason why I love playing with the randomizer is that every single playthrough will be a little different.
So long, Agent.
We'll break down the rifle ammo because we have no use for that. We'll never use the one gun that ammo is set up for.
I'm taking my orders.
And I could make a chemical set and begin breaking down stuff like the tranquilizer darts. I don't really have a use for anything that I'm constructing, any of these parts that I am breaking down right now. So I don't need to do anything. Probably going to delay breaking down those tranquilizer shots, at least until I get full on them. Okay, here I am definitely going to look for the upgrader that is somewhere in this hotel, because it just feels absolutely terrible to go so long missing so many upgrades when this one is so easy to find. Okay, we are finally full on medkits, which means that I can begin using them. Okay, there's Paul. Where is the... Paul, tell me the code for your closet. Because I know that the thing is right there, I can see it. Yeah, Paul is not forthcoming with his code, unfortunately. So, we're going to search a little bit around in the apartment because... Oh dear, Paul... Okay, good. I don't think that bookshelf is destructible. He's not my boyfriend.
And what is he?
He's JoJo.
Well,
God.
the scavenger hunt is cancelled. We will set up the level 3 running. Because we started on medium level, I believe that's the case, we got an increase, a free increase on our running AUG to begin the game. Goodbye JoJo, and goodbye Ton Hotel. Oh yeah, we still need to talk to this guy. He's wearing his normal clothes because this is Vanilla Matter and I was allowed to pick my outfit at the start of the game. Normally, Randomizer would change around the clothes that both JC and Paul are wearing at the same time. Okay, we have our repair bottle. This is going to make things... Well, it's not actually going to make things so much easier, because as soon as we start mission 5, the kill switch is activated, and that means that with the kill switch active, I have no AUGs, and in fact no bioenergy. And since one of the things that you can do while the kill switch is active is that you can turn on, or you can activate biocells to gain bioenergy, but it will also hasten your kill switch significantly. And since biocells are forbidden for us, that's something we're not going to be able to do. We'll knock this guy out. Makes more sense. I really want to upgrade that low-tech skill, because if we can't knock these guys out in one hit, damage is increased from 7 to 20. Not good enough. Not good enough. We'll check out our low skill cost once more, once we enter mission 5, because the the cost for upgrading your skills are determined, or rather they're modified, at the start of every 5th mission, and when we enter the prison, that is mission 5. Oh, we got a lot of TNT here. Great. That would be very useful. Look for a hatch under some boxing. I don't know why I keep having that reference in my mind, but it is still there, and I'm wondering if it will ever leave. So, I will keep saying boxing for as long as I have a mouth to speak it. Okay, we're going to... something blue glowing over there.
What the hell?
Well, that was terrible. VMD sets up unique rules about how aggression works, and occasionally you will have cases where people will be going bananas on you for relatively minor things. Nothing unrealistic, but it's not exactly the same as what you remember from vanilla Deus Ex. So because Boxing being popular on Slashdot, that was a site that I never actually frequented, though of course back in the free days of the internet you heard a lot about it, so I'm familiar with the name specifically, that much I can say. Since we have the ability to hack, we should not have major problems here in the NSF headquarters. Wow, they opened this door. How friendly. Thank you for that. And if we're lucky, we can find the code to use the computer without significant difficulty.
But what's it for? That's a dumb question. No, really. What does UNATCO need with that kind of money?
Ballistic armor is extremely useful in Deus Ex Randomizer. It's not something that I tend to pick up in vanilla matter. In the normal game, it's not extremely useful. It's just sort of a useful bonus. But depending on how high your environmental skill is in Deus Ex Randomizer, it can be extremely powerful. Really, 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 really good. Like, I'm talking walking past multiple bots that are firing at you, and you just sort of, your health goes down to like yellow. So it can be an extremely useful tool if you upgrade your environmental skill enough and keep one around handy. Alright, we're not finding the cube that we need. We could go down into the Minotaur's lair. Astro provided that name for the single Karkian that was put in here as a part of Deus Ex Randomizer. Let's see if this will make these guys go berserk. Yes, it did. Should have just killed him. Would have made things easier. I apologize. This guy is our red shirt for today. Gonna just climb down here, see if we can find the data cube fairly easily. Okay, we have... what is this? N. Collins. We do have the strange. Alright, that is the one that we needed. Now we just need to get these guys out of the way. Or maybe there's a more creative way of getting rid of these guys. But no, I'll see if I can find the computer that opens up the hatch. Knowing my luck, it's going to be on the top floor. We could technically go the opposite way around.
You've got what you need to use the
Why do
transmitter
I
on the
know
roof.
that
Look
password?
around in that
That's
room.
so strange.
You should find records of the bribes Manderly has been taking. Then get to the roof, JC. I need you to send that distress
I
signal.
have a basement key. That's not going to let me... This will let me open up. Paul took his beta blockers today. What's that, I understand the phrase, but what is this a reference to? What is, where is this going, I suppose I'm asking. Yeah, very obvious friendly fire. I suppose if we're injuring NSF personnel for virtually no reason, then I suppose, not NSF, UNATCO personnel, I suppose they have a fairly good reason to get mad at me, but it's just something that the average player will call horseplay, and will get frightened and confused when other soldiers begin firing at them. Of course, it's completely reasonable how it happens, but okay, I can see that. That's fine. Oh, this guy's loaded. Yeah, that's a New York cop. Okay, I did not watch House so much. Great series. I did see some episodes of it, but I was not a faithful every Wednesday viewer of it as I could have been. We get the ballistic and we get the aqualung, because good heavens, we're installing aqualung. What does it even give us? And I have to assume that this number is an error, because this gives me minus 26% longer without breathing. So I know that number is a bug, and that's not actually what's happening. But that would be really funny if installing an AUG made me worse at breathing. That's not... I do not believe that is the function of what's going to happen once we get into water. I have no reason to believe that is the case.
Just taking a break.
Just taking a break. Me too, buddy. Me too. Let's take a break together. Buddy, you are also taking a break. Careful to choose the silent takedown right there, because we do not want to alert the entire building that we are about to ruin the world. Let's talk to our buddies Walton Simons and Paul Denton.
Silhouette in France. Come back to the apartment and let's clear out of New York.
Denton, Walton Simons here. What an expensive mistake you turned out to be. I was with the troops to kill you.
I always find it so rude that Walton Simons calls you an expensive mistake. Just imagine being called that. I'm glad that JC Denton has a very strong ego and he's not bothered by hurtful words from very petty bosses that he might have. Because my goodness, if my boss called me an expensive mistake, I would feel terrible. So what you saw there is that I used the fall roll, which allowed me to avoid virtually all damage because I also had speed 3 enabled. So by unlocking fall roll with my skill capabilities, that allowed me to reduce a ton of the damage. 5 points, just amazing. So yeah, that's something very good, and I'm not concerned about energy usage right now because I'm about to get the kill switch activated. The kill switch disables all of my AUGs, and it removes all of my bioenergy. So not really anything left to do in New York. It's time to get captured, lose all of my equipment. Something that I will mention about the MJ-12 prison is that the items that are taken from you are not always in the armory. They may be switched over to the med bay.
Your buddy. Good.
You know what? We can make Paul survive today. I feel like making Paul survive. No, wait. I did that wrong. That's not the way it works. Never mind. Okay, Paul's gonna die today, but I do not want to wake up in the MJ-12 prison with a bunch of wounded limbs. That's even worse when you have kill switch active. So unfortunately, Paul is going to die today. But for you speedrunners, there is nothing unusual about that. Repair pot that I really can't use at all, but there's still recharged using it. This guy was unlucky. Very unlucky. Let's see if we can get out of here without sustaining significant damage. Turn on the speed AUG because once again... Oh yeah, subdermal. We can turn that on as well. Doesn't matter. One of the things that I have to mention is that typically I always choose cloaking when I have to choose between those two Augs.
They trying to kill you or something?
Whether the radar transparency or cloaking, the one is anti-bot and the other is anti-human. One of the changes that Vanilla Matter makes is that the MG12 commandos... Wait, was that the password? No, never mind. The MG12 commandos can now see according to the bot rules. So when you get radar transparency, it blocks you out from the MJ12 commandos, whereas the humans, the normal humans, can see you. Yeah, Paul's already dead. That's unfortunate. So that means that you will now be invisible to bots and to MG12 commandos when you pick radar transparency, whereas if you choose cloak, those guys will see you. And that is a really big balance change, and it's something that I really do like. It's a big change because, quite honestly, MJ12 commandos are probably the biggest threat that you face, other than Greys in the endgame. So that's if that does show up somewhere around here, I think I may be choosing radar transparency this time around, just to be on the safe side against those guys, because they're real jerks. Okay, we have no immediate weapon available to us. There's going to be some kind of weapon somewhere. Well, we have an assault rifle that we cannot use. We cannot use the crowbar either. We are in trouble. We are definitely in trouble. We're doing the yellow run today. Actually, I can pickpocket this guy. No, I can't. Never mind. I cannot use that fire extinguisher. We are at a great start for our prison run, aren't we? I'm surprised he didn't ring the alarm because... Look at that. Yes, that is... you can see that my stress meter is lighting up here on the bottom, at the top left. JC's stress just went through the roof because the entire... because with all those alarms, my person now knows that I am a wanted human being, and that life is now very dangerous for me. So, one thing that I will probably...
Hey, stop! That's him.
Well, that was terrible. I don't know why he's running, but he was indeed running, and I guess we'll wait for that guy to come around. We'll want to pickpocket a weapon from somebody. Something that I sometimes do on stealthy Vanilla Matter runs is that I pickpocket all people's items so they can't fire anything at me, and then I just walk away. If I can avoid combat, then that makes things easier for me. Okay, are we clear now? When you see the stealth meter at the bottom turn pink, that means that somebody has been alerted in some way to my existence. It's not quite as clean cut as you might expect, but it is pretty reliable how it works. So as soon as you see that, that means that something is now aware of you. That's a... Okay, that is a Men in Black. Can I make it through without being seen? Yes, this is real stealth mode because JC's hands are not configured to hold assault rifles or fire extinguishers. So...
Oh my god!
Well, that was terrible. Let's try that again. Almost, almost. At some point, JC will evolve his hands to be able to hold complex items, such as assault rifles, but today is not that day. Okay, let's move on out of here. Because he's holding that assault rifle, we cannot steal it from him. Pretty unfortunate, but we can steal any other objects he might be holding. which is nothing. Very much nothing. I cannot use that combat knife. So, crossbow. I cannot use a crossbow. Is there anything in this compound that I can use? Anything whatsoever? I guess we'll find out. I am unable to use AUGs because, like I said, you'll see up here in the top left that I have no bioenergy, and even if I did have bioenergy, my kill switch prevents my AUGs from turning on. So we're going to wait for this guy to come around. Okay, almost there. I should stop talking so loudly into the microphone so he doesn't hear me. It's always a risk. Goodbye, buddy. Let's see if there's anything useful over here, like, for example, the body of Paul Denton. Or a sniper rifle. Sniper rifles are useful. Alright, buddy. This is a duel. I win. I have won the duel. And look at that, a baton. We can use a baton. Thankfully, this baton has all of the same mods that my original baton had. So, yeah, train level hacking required. I don't know what the deal with this is, but I am unable to use these. Oh yeah, I said I was going to look at these upgrade. Wow, pistol just got amazingly expensive. We're going to do low tech, and I'll set up. Yeah, hacking is. Yes, now I can hack. Strange. In any case, now I can use that, and we will make the bot on the lower level go berserk. Nothing useful over here, but alright, one hit kills now. Much better. Assault. Yeah, we can't use the assault. That changes something wrong inside my M refusal. I could have sworn that assault guns. Guess I'm getting confused. Okay, assault guns are something that I can use. I'm gonna have to look back at the footage of that because now that changes a lot of things. What's the damage on an assault rifle anyway? 2. Not good. Not good at all. But it will at least get us through. We'll move that bot down because it's going to be a very big help in clearing out this prison area. Wow, that's terrible. Was not expecting that. Fall roll. Look at that. Clean getaway. What a smooth criminal. Okay, it did not go down with the elevator. That's not as useful as I was hoping. And what the heck? Why is this thing changing its alliances all of a sudden? Okay, we're going to do things differently this time. Man, that's weird. Would the alarm going off change the bot's alliance? In any case, we'll be leaving that section behind. And where is... Yeah, we want my sniper rifle. Sniper rifle is my single good weapon here. Goodbye. Really gonna want a silencer for that sniper rifle because I tend more towards stealthy playthroughs. Desk greasel, the best kind of greasel. Okay, our equipment is not here. There is some possibility that Paul... Yes, Paul is here. The body of Paul Denton. Okay, spy drone. I highly agree with spy drone. And that's the second microfibril that we found. Yes, assault shotgun is definitely banned, but yes, we can use spy drone. Spy drone is pretty useful. And since we do not have EMP grenades, it's going to be our only method of silently disabling any bots that we might encounter. Something that I recommended for Vanilla Matter, but I don't think is in this current... what the heck is that thing doing? That I don't think is in this version, is that at some point you'll be able to EMP commandos and they'll go blind for a short period. Is this Greasel going to go for the alarm? I hope not. They can't reach the alarm, it's too short. My gosh, this gun. Mr. Greasel, I disagree with you. I agree with that though. That was definitely worth it. Okay, not like we're going to be using that, that ballistic armor, but it's good to have it around just in case something goes wrong around here. Who knows what can happen. And let's see if we can find any T-stancing soldiers. This thing is T-stance because we froze it using the computer, and maybe that's the other patroller. Yeah, I guess that soldier was placed instead of one of the bots. Okay, we have Paul, so we can technically leave, but I do... the heck? But I do most definitely want my equipment. Some of the stuff we were holding was really good. Yes, I am resonating with... no. Not resonating computers. I picked hardware and pistols. But I was trained previously, and it still said that I needed level trained in order to hack certain computers. So I don't know what the deal with that was. Patch the value. Let's see, what are we... yes, we have WizKid, so I'm saving up for Digital Phantom. Something is firing at something around here. And I don't want to be in the crossfire. Let's get out of here. Alright, mister, you're going down. And more of this cheapo assault rifle. What's the best way that we're going to get over to the med bay? We want to talk to Mr. Denton.
My goodness, Mr. Denton.
Yeah.
Thank you, my fellow. This will allow us to see the not body of Paul. Okay, doing good so far. With our sniper rifle, we should be able to fend off any enemies that we find on our way. Please don't, please don't, please don't. That's a law that we cannot use. That is a plasma gun that we cannot use. And do we have any lockpicks? We do not. Unfortunate. Gonna find... oh good, it's just Janice Reed. Janice, you are not stopping me from finding my equipment. Janice, don't kid yourself, you're not a trained soldier. Let's get out of here. That's a medbot. We saw that medbot earlier. She was trying to aim a prod at me from far away. Somebody really needs to give her, like, some self-defense courses or something, because the level of misknowledge to think that you can shoot somebody with a stun prod, I think that's kind of embarrassing. I think that UNATCO should not be employing somebody who just misunderstands life to a degree like that.
He was dead when he got
here. So, Manderly, really, you need to step up really get some good workplace training going there, because that is not acceptable, you know. Okay, get rid of that. Did I already pick up a sniper? Something that I love here is that if you pick up too much ammo because you're picking up like a weapon or so on, it'll drop the unnecessary ammo on the ground, whereas normally the game would just dispose of that ammo. So,
You shouldn't be back here.
very clever, very
You won't
handy
make it
little
any easier on
upgrade that it gives you
yourself by
there
staring at the body.
to drop the extra ammo there on the ground. And here's our GEP gun. We absolutely want that GEP gun. Gonna drop this and reload. Reload, yeah. Reload goes to the stealth. And I wonder if I made a mistake
We don't want any
picking
trouble
up
with
a
the
sniper
guards.
rifle, but I don't think there was a sniper rifle
Please,
here
let
at all.
us get on with our work.
So, thank you, WCC. Just a reminder to everybody that WCC is the developer of Vanilla Matter. Amazing mod. I am playing with it right now. So if you like the features, I highly recommend giving it a try. So, a good night to you, WCC, and hope you have a good sleep or rest or break or whatever it is that that you're on to.
I've got a bogey, no
Spy
ID.
drone.
Gotcha.
Absolutely not spy drone. Oh gosh.
This one's some kind of mech.
That was... Okay, we're using that ballistic right now. And, we can use WP right here, because this will knock out some of these... Well, not knock out, it'll utterly destroy my enemies. But, this would be a good opportunity. The problem is the reload time. Let's do this. Oh wow, this guy certainly got the drop on us. Probably one of the guys who was following us all the way from, Yep, here he is. Let's... How are we gonna do this?
That's him. This one's some kind of mech.
That's a case of my hotkeys failing.
Gotcha.
Okay, we have no rockets loaded on this thing, which is really quite unfortunate. Gonna do a quick draw with the PS20. Wow, these guys are jerks. This is looking like a really bad quick save. So instead, I'm going to head over to the far side over here, because
Bogey. That's the one. Okay, drop it.
and I think that'll dispose of many of my enemies. Dai is giving out the call out in the chat for VMD. Very much appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, I think we're pretty clear on enemies here.
That's the one. Okay, drop it.
Oh no, that was a bad idea. That was a terrible idea. Let's...
We're gonna...
You are going to need some reinforcements. Unfortunately, they're all dead. And that is unfortunate for you because you are also dead now. Medbot is right here. Let's use that medbot. And the spy drone. Don't want to forget our spy drone. Let's take a look at the values for spy drone because this, it's not going to be as powerful as it is in Rando, but... Okay, the values here. 50 damage out to a 5-foot radius. 150 units per minute. Crazy. That is also giving the shout out to the randomizer. Another very much recommended piece of hardware for Deus Ex. Very much recommended. Not hardware. That's the wrong word, but Dog. Dog, stop kidding yourself. You are not a secret agent. Goodbye, dog. Okay, we're out of here. If you want me to link to mods forever, I'm just as happy to do that. The,
Did anybody... Oh my... That's it.
The randomizer website seemed like the most obvious thing to link to, but anyone is fine with me. I can change the link after the stream. Let me get my hotkeys back in order. Let's do 3, 4, 5, put the buckshot on 6. And how many? Okay, we've got plenty of ammo for the stealth pistol. We're not even going to use ammo here. We're going to knock down our former colleague. Knock him down good. Time to do some reloads because our get gun is empty, and that is actually going to skip the change the get gun ammo. Not EMP. We do have EMP rockets, wonderfully. That is, I believe, a vanilla matter edition. So we do have some means of EMPing our enemies, which are not the spy drone. Gonna be on the lookout for a augmentation canister on this map. Clever little VMD addition there. I think it probably comes from Transcendence. But if you try to use a medkit when you're at full health, it simply does not allow you. You are not allowed to overheal yourself unnecessarily. Yeah, I'm not going to make it in there. Alex's location is usually the way that you get out of UNATCO. Or rather, Alex's... This is because I can't recharge my bioelectrical energy, it simply prevents me from using...
Somebody's there. A guy in civvies.
...the repair bot, rather than causing me to overload my...
General, I've discovered
my kill switch. Instead, I simply cannot use it. There's no way to use a medbot while my kill switch is active. Okay, this is spy drone. Now, somebody would say, great, you already have spy drone, so that thing is not useful. Something that Vanilla Matter does is that it takes some code, I believe, from a shifter, and it allows you, if you already have an AUG installed, you can use that AUG to upgrade your AUG. So, duplicates are actually welcome in Vanilla Matter. Okay, gonna take a quick look over here. I'm gonna quick save for it, because Alex might be over here.
Everybody check weapons.
No, Jaime's over there. And Jaime would be pretty useful. I can grab him for a quick AUG upgrader. Yeah, we'll do that. We will do a WP, because that'll help us clear out these enemies very quickly. Really? Didn't hurt him. Don't you just love those one-kill headshots? Or one-shot headshots, kills, things?
I forget. I'm going.
Head over to the Resistance. I am not very afraid of Gunther this run, so I'm pretty sure that we'll be able to kill him without the need of Jaime's assistance. And looking for him around in Paris is kind of a dangerous proposition anyway. I think I will go back into the prison and use that medbot that's right close to the entrance. Because it's right there, I can use it to install the AUG, and that'll... Can I... Yeah, I can't upgrade the EMP drone right here. I have to use a medbot for that.
Still in the area. Gotcha.
What a jerk. Can you imagine just doing that, walking up to somebody and shooting them? These UNATCO guys have like no manners. That bot does not notice us. Hello, bot. And the medbot was right around here. Yes. Yeah, we can upgrade both of these things. Okay, the value is 7 increasing to 18. That's good. It's not amazing, but it's far better than a 7. Just to give a demonstration of how that's going to work, I really doubt it's going to... Oh wait, I cannot use my AUGs because I have the kill switch active, but at some point I will show that off, what it looks like to use a spy drone on an enemy. I have no doubt that in the second half of this run, there are going to be plenty of opportunities to do that. Also, big shout out to the Randomizer for giving us the means of traversing this barrier, because typically when you cross over that barrier and then you continue on, there's no way back into the prison. So that is something that that the Randomizer is giving us the opportunity to do. Okay, Alex can be in the men's restroom. And he is here. Along with an upgrader. Alex, you could not have been more useful today. Goodbye, Daedalus. We'll talk later. In fact, you'll keep sending me encrypted messages throughout the game. Really could use an upgrade on this EMP, on this spy drone. Let's do that. This is not something that I tend to regret. Like, upgrading spy drone is never a thing where I say, gosh, I really wish I had not done that. That's like, so far that has never happened to me. And if we can do a sneaky sneak, we can sneaky sneak our way out of here. And we will say goodbye to our beloved employer. Very sad, but we had to move on into other and greater career paths sooner or later. We're gonna miss this place. A cinder block bunker with carpet. Repair bot. Yeah, we knew about that repair bot. Okay, and the surprise boss of the UNATCO escape is... Where is... Okay, there. Sergeant Lloyd. If you underestimate him, he will fry you completely. He is very trained in weaponry, and he's very powerful as well. He's, I think he's probably more or less on the level of Anna Navarra. So if you underestimate him, you will do so to your own injury, and it will not be pretty. I do have the key to this thing. So, useful loot. Useful loot. Nothing. Okay. Alright, Mr. Jock, it's time to travel to a new country. Goodbye. One of the things that I really did like about Revision is that right when you land in this map, a bunch of soldiers come out to ambush you almost immediately. Not so quickly that that you're caught off guard or it's unfair, but it does absolutely make sense that number one, they grounded your plane, number two, they know that you're on board, number three, they want to kill you. Very, very reasonable conclusions that are getting put together, so I certainly agree with what they did there. I didn't like everything about Revision, but I thought that was a pretty good choice. I cannot use multi-tools, so therefore I cannot use that keypad. I just now noticed that Nightbot is not showing up on the on-stream chat, but since that's not really an issue, I'm not so concerned about it. The important part is that the humans are showing up. Okay, maybe we can do a sneaky sneak here. Actually, no need to do a sneaky sneak. We have WP. Capacity. Let's do the sniper rifle. Better off.
He's still in the area.
You know, it is true. There is no proof that Die Forever is not actually a machine because I have never heard of Die Forever sleeping ever. Like, it appears that he is always awake at the strangest hours, just like Daedalus. So there is a non-zero chance that Die Forever is, in fact, a non-human entity. And if he is, that's okay. I like having friends of all kinds. So, Die, if you are in fact a bot, then I am proud to call you a friendly bot. And a Daedalus-like entity who helps us to add more replayability to Deus Ex. If this is the case, I am pleased. Okay, we need a key. Actually, I could have totally skipped all of this because it's just a force of habit that you go into the locker rooms, you grab the key, Oh, good heavens. That's not good. A little piece of realism that WCC added for the kill switch. You'll notice that my kill switch is at half fill right now because no, bot, you did not see me. Because we just spent 8 hours in the plane, so he figured it was pretty realistic that by the time you get to Hong Kong that the kill switch is halfway full. So even if you totally blaze your trail through UNATCO and make it through in record time, by the time you make it to Hong Kong, you will still be halfway through your kill switch. There's no way to avoid that. Now if you're like me and you play on the highest difficulties in other runs, not in today's run, and you end up going semi-fast through the prison section, even then you'll probably be about halfway through your kill switch normally. So you're not going to see a big difference there, but on low difficulties like these where like we exited UNATCO with like a third of the kill switch, the difference is visible. You definitely do notice it. Something that I will point out as well is that actually it's not happening right now, maybe that's something on a different difficulty, but your max health will also decrease as the kill switch progresses. If the kill switch goes to 100%, you begin taking rapid damage to your torso until you die. But that's when you exceed kill switch 100%. The meter for our kill switch currently takes the place of our bioenergy, so that's the thing you see in the top left. Okay, who is our enemy over here? Yeah, that's a darned bot. A darned bot. And we have tons of rockets to deal with this thing. We might not get a chance to use them. Goodbye, bot. Okay, let's get out of here. Fun little trick. We can destroy the rubble. We can destroy the rubble. Okay, good. Now, if we were not playing on VMD, we could jump over through this spot right here. And I cannot hack this thing. Do I have any hazmat? No. Hazmat is banned on this round, I think. Ow. Sadly, I do not have the EMP shield, which would just bathe me in bioenergy. I did get the EMP shield on my test run, but not today. Not this run. Very unfortunate.
You could start there. Don't lose any time. Your kill switch is 12 hours old. If you die, our plans will fail.
Oh, this guy's loaded. Okay. Good to see that Hong Kong is arming its police properly. Okay, there's several locations where the Dragon Tooth sword could be. Oh, this little buddy. This little buddy, the source of so many good memes.
Look around.
I don't want to break into the Hong Kong vault yet. In fact, I could just go straight to Maggie Chow. But I think we'll do Lucky Money first. No. I'm getting all turned around. I am doing this very poorly. But we're on our way to the Lucky Money. So I'm going to check out the Lucky Money first. Because the Dragon's Tooth sword is somewhere in Hong Kong, and though I am not allowed to wield it, nevertheless, I do need to find it in order to gain Tracer Tong's trust, so we can progress the plot.
Hello.
Hello?
Have another drink?
Isaac the bartender, always good for a deep philosophical conversation. And no DTS here. I'm not going to reload because I'm not in any rush. My kill switch is nowhere near full, and I am going to... Yeah, like I said, this is not a speed run, so I'm just fine. I will steal their drinks though, because JC is not the kind of man to be threatened by ordinary civilians. So we know that the DTS is not in the Lucky Money. It could be in the Hong Kong Police Vault, but we're going to move on to the following locations inside the canal, and then inside Tenochi Road. There's a clever little route that I'm going to show off that, actually I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it without the running AUG, but there's a clever little route that Jesus on Wheels and Ramisma have been using over there to look quickly for the Dragon Tooth Sword, which I think is quite capable on their parts, and if I'm semi-smart, I'll be able to show that off here. Am I able to clear this rail? No, I can't clear that rail, darn it. No big deal. First of all, we're going to look in the Lucky Money freezer.
Warn me about.
Goodbye, buddy. Very easy Dragon Tooth Sword. Wonderful. Something that I can do while I'm here, I can look inside. I can look inside the canal because there is a possibility that the augmentation canister is going to be on the body over there. In the vanilla game, there is always an augmentation canister on the scientist's body. In Randomizer, there is a possibility that it is removed. So I am engaging in a minorly risky business by doing this, but we do have Aqualung, and it would be silly not to use it now. Still makes me wonder what the proper value of Tier 1 Aqualung is on this run, because the display is clearly bugged on this run. But having a good fitness skill is also coming in our favor. I'm going to take a little bit of oxygen damage here, but nothing to worry about. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Well, I'm glad we have resolved that mystery for now. Let's get out of here. Now that we have the Dragon's Tooth Sword, the Triads are very close by, and we can resolve the mystery of Hong Kong. We will finish out Hong Kong, and once we return to New York, we will end the stream. I think that's pretty good. Halfway through the game to begin with, and we have had a pretty good run so far. So we will hopefully do this run in 2 parts. Not sure when the following part is going to be, but as we talked about earlier, this seems like a pretty good time to stream. If I get another opportunity, then we will see about that. Tenochi Road is over this way. Now that I think about it, it would be fun to see if the maps all connect logically to each other in space, according to the way that they're put together. That's always something that I've wondered about in the New York City sewers, that you climb up one way, you're on one side of the hotel, you climb up the other way. I have always been curious about whether that actually fits together in real space.
Hello.
Hello?
14 karat gold, actually. Not my style at all.
I did have this idea of putting together big maps, like gluing all of a certain kind of map together. For example, the entire shipyard in Mission 9. Putting all of that together into one giant map. Oh no, they're not here.
Yes.
One giant map to see if it would all fit together, but Astro told me that's both infeasible and very technically, what would the word be? Technically inadvisable, I suppose we could say. Let's check out the restrooms.
Gangsters! They're all gangsters!
No, this is the women's restroom. Yes, they are all gangsters, we are aware. No, not in here either. Just a law. Okay, they have to be upstairs with the Russian sailors. At least I think they're Russian. I'm pretty sure that's what the game called them. Where are the stairs? I apologize for the delay that is inevitably coming through on my microphone, but that's just the nature of the matter. Now, Thief, that is a series that I really need to get into because I played the first game just about halfway through the first mission, and the archaic controls were really quite difficult for me, but I could tell that it was a series that I was definitely going to like. Same engine as Invisible War. Okay.
The police! The police!
Say your business and go.
That is wine. Okay. New recipe.
Someone get Max up here.
Yes, I have used the source port, but even with the upgrades, just the controls of it were very, very, very stilted. And I played a lot of classic games, and even then, the controls of it were they were very difficult to get used to. And I think my expectations were a little too high because, like, I got into the game and I was caught a few times. Oh gosh, that guy's a jerk. I was caught a few times, and the only thing... What a jerk. Just look at that. Ow. Wow, she took that rocket like a pro. I was caught a few times, and I was expecting, you know, like Metal Gear Solid, all of the enemies will come raining down on you. No, he just pulled out a baton and he started swinging at me. So, I'm sure that there are player-imposed challenges that go much farther, but I do need to go back to it. I was not disappointed by it. I understood that there are technical limitations and so on.
Yes,
it's just a matter of finding the right time to go back to it. That's all. I will one day. I'm sure I will.
She said no.
Impossible.
She said no. Can you imagine that? Goodbye, child. Okay, cannot eat the soy food. If this were on a higher difficulty, then missing those soy foods would really be a problem, but here, we're doing okay. We're doing just fine.
While you are here, observe the laws of the triad.
I'm one of those weird players who knows that I have 9,000 credits in my account. I'm still afraid to spend them because I keep thinking to myself, what if I need them later on for something even more important and so on. I'm the weird kind of person who, in a role-playing game, keeps around 9 elixirs because I know that today they'd be useful, but tomorrow maybe they'd be even more useful and so on. And it's a terrible habit, and I'm not sure that I'll ever be able to break it. Good, we got a medbot here because we're going to be grabbing a lot of the odd canisters in VersaLife. Probably want to make room for that. And this is the reload chamber, so I will reload here. Mr. Tong is unfortunately rather inaccurate with his lasers. It's going to be an entirely ineffective solution to my kill switch, but thankfully the battery on the kill switch will run out just as we get out of here. So, all's well that ends well. Looks like everybody has a good ending today. Okay, Mr. Tong, show me your medbot. Just gonna see what that medbot is because under vanilla matter rules, the medbot should have unlimited energy on a map like this. That's not always the case in Randomizer because Randomizer sets a specific limit on how many times you can use a med or repair bot. Also true, He's having a little difficulty aiming that laser, and who knows what on earth he uses that laser for on other days. Days when a Denton does not show up on his front door. So yeah, we can give him a break. Then Tong tells us that the last video game system that he's ever played was an Atari, so of course he's not great at minute aiming on video games. Reheat food, also entirely likely. I am assuming that he uses it to repair bots or something, because really just that kind of equipment and you never use it for anything, that's just silly. Okay, we now have our AUGs back. Now we just need some bioenergy to expend them with. Can't remember if there was a repair bot on this map, but we'll head into VersaLife. We are in no hunger diminishment on that, but that's okay. Oh, Louis Pan, you are such a thief. If we're lucky, we can find a repair bot somewhere inside VersaLife or the labs. If not, I do have that camo, which will get us through the lower labs after we turn off the after we transmit the
I'm looking.
ROM encoding. Just gonna do a quick search for a repair bot here. No repair bot. And if we find Mr. Hundley, we can also dispose of him as well. This is the supervisor. Perfect.
The schedule.
So much for the supervisor, right, mate? And is our friend anywhere around here? He's not. In any case, I can still hack the computers. Unusual that I had to use level 2 hacking to get into that, but no big deal. The only loss that we have is that we miss a few skill points by not talking to our friend, but it doesn't matter. We are into the labs. Maybe we can find a repair bot here? Hoping so.
Yeah.
Probably want to use a... Actually, no, we're not. I was thinking we should knock out those... We should knock out these guys by the door, but we're going to try to do all of VersaLife in one single visit, as is the speedrunner method.
I think you're lost.
Okay, first AUG canister is synthetic hard, and that is something that I will be using. Typically, in Deus Ex, I would not use synthetic hard whatsoever because the power cost is just ridiculous for what it offers. But vanilla matter reduces that cost by a lot, and I think it's a really good pick now. Really wish I could use that energy Danish, but it is...
We need to stay focused.
Unfortunately, JC is quite allergic to those things, so today we cannot use them. Very unfortunate, very sad.
Hey, what are you doing
I'm going to use this console over here. Oh wait, we have login. Much better. I was going to hack that thing and then I realized, you know, that's one of the massive quality of life improvements inside of Randomizer that you can see all the accounts that you know the password for and you can use them freely. The Randomizer does have a zero randomizer mode so that if you just want to use the quality of life improvements, there's no reason for you not to do so. You can just install the randomizer, do zero randomizer mode, and you can play the normal game without randomized enemies or locations or anything like that. And the game will give you all the great benefits of using the randomizer. Let's see, we are range. Yeah, we'll do that. Is anybody gonna hear me do this? Do I have any enemies today? So like I said, and I have to mention that the randomizer is a one-click install. So the fact that they come out with new versions continually... Oh gosh, yeah, they heard me. They heard me. Alright, we'll do that later. So even though they come out with new versions all the time, like sometimes you'll get like 2 new mini upgrades a week and things like that because they're seriously continually working on this. Upgrading is as easy as grabbing the installer, running it, and then just like the files replace automatically, so it's super simple. Very, very easy to do. So, and this, I'm even talking on Linux, so. Okay, wait, that's not that computer terminal either. And I'm still looking for another...
You shouldn't be back here.
Augmentation as well. So we're not done here yet. Do I have a key? No, there's no key for that. Anybody watching? Let's do this.
Taking damage. Please move.
Oh, you are taking damage, but not the kind of damage that would alert anyone. I'm going to... No, I can tell there's something in here. And that's the real reason why I knocked that guy out. I really want to get into this without people freaking out. So, we will use the most stealthy option possible, which is explosives. See? Nobody bothered. Nobody cares that we can use explosives. I guess we'll have to look inside the magnetic chamber now. What the heck is this computer then? Yeah, okay. Yes, this is useful. Which means that that locker that we just blew open was completely useless. But that's okay. Okay, Tong is going to advise us when we're close to the computer that will... Oh my gosh, die. Oh wow, yes, okay, this is Tong telling us that this is indeed the computer. We're not using that computer yet. My god, die.
I'm afraid we don't have time for visitors right now.
This guy is just living his best life. Look at him. He could not be happier. Okay.
Why do you need a weapon?
Fortunately, the computer is in a really bad location, and I don't see the other AUG canister. So I'm wondering where the heck that could be. Blue glow? Any blue glow?
It
No
could
blue
have
glow.
leaked. I know.
Say that 5 times fast.
One spore. How many times?
One spore could wipe out this entire building. Hazmat is prohibited. Wine is prohibited. I really wish I could find that AUG canister. Knowing my luck, it's going to be like up in the MIB suite at the top of the map. Yes, we're gonna hope that we can find a radiation resistance AUG before we get there. Alright, I'm gonna start looking through some of these. Sir, thank you. Okay, this is power circulator. That was absolutely worth it. That was 100% worth it. And I am almost tempted look at our inventory space here. I am feeling semi-tempted. We can drop the toolbox because it's not quite so useful to us right now. This is okay. I can wait a little longer before we install this thing. So yeah, we're going to... You know, we didn't find a repair bot or anything, so we are going to have a fairly rough exit out of this place.
You shouldn't be back here.
Can we provide this guy with a surprise? No, we can't. I thought that I would be able to walk on his head, but he seems to be the smarter one of us today.
Another damn loyalty check.
What happens if I do this, mister? Well, that's pretty good cover. Let's do this.
I have uploaded the component the Triads need to complete the sword. Go to the temple next to the market.
Aren't we smart? Look at what we're doing. We're using natural cover inside a... Is it just me, or is like nothing hurting me? What is my... Yeah, look how amazing that is. Alright, we are going to fight our way out of this lava, or we're going to die trying. Man, where are you, my enemy? Stop being an enemy. I did not want to kill you. You walked in front of my bullet. That was a terrible idea. Hope somebody gives her better training next time. A little low on bullets. Really wish I could use those fire extinguishers, but I am unable to, sadly. Looks like they're having a duel over there. Can you stop? I don't like being shot at. Not one bit. Okay, we're going to make it through VersaLife in one trip today. I want to make sure that I was fully loaded for the next segment, because that's probably not going to be the last rocket that we use today. I'm going to see if I can go down here. If there's a code here, that'll make traversing this section a lot easier. Otherwise, I might have to use one of those EMP rockets that I picked up. And I see a blue glow here, but I have no idea why. Perfect. Upgrader. What are we... No, I'm going to hold on to that upgrader, because if Power Recirculator is going to be really powerful, then that's a huge bonus to us. Flare darts, not really what we're looking for. What is this? This is... Okay, no. Actually, we might not... We need a code for this thing. We need a code for the UC. So maybe I'm doing this prematurely. If I cannot blow up the UC, then, that's not promising. Okay, we got a bot. Gonna try... Yeah, we've got EMP rockets. We've got tons. No reason for us to expend normal rockets on a bot. Okay, we're good. Alarms. Oh gosh. This guy deserves a sniper rifle. We do have several medkits, so this is not a... Oh jeez. Can you give me a break, mister? Could use these plasma shots, but I think he's going to be highly resistant to that. It feels bad to use all of those pistol shots, but we don't really have a choice right now. We don't have a great option. In fact, let's see those rifle. Rifle is Damage is increased by 28%. Let's do that. This is not really expensive. So, upgrade. Damage is increased to 44%. Not great. We'll see if we end up doing that. Okay, login. Okay, what are we going to do here? Looks like we're going back to EMP rockets. Is that bot? Yeah, that bot is active. About time we started using some of these medkits. Okay, and how are we? We can use some of this buckshot, I think, to get rid of this this trooper. Right over. Ma'am, no, goodbye. Power circulator, another one. This woman gives us multi-tools, but we cannot use multi-tools. This is... darn it. At the very least, we can get the console open for... Is there no commando here? Ken Chow. Yes, perfect. That's exactly what we needed. We got the UC destroyer code. And yes, we have rockets to break open this thing. Hopefully that is an AUG that will be useful to us. Cloak rate. Wow. Vanilla. Well, at least the vanilla canister. Not exactly the vanilla location, but now we have to make the difficult choice between radar transparency and cloak. And I really feel like I do want radar transparency because those commandos are real jerks. A few locations that I'm thinking of are the back half of Nicolette's mansion, some parts of Paris. Those could really be vital locations. Regeneration, oh my goodness. Okay, we're dropping... What are we gonna drop? Thinking... I'll drop the bullet stick. No, plasma. Okay, we have done the Metal Gear Solid sneaky... We have not done the Metal Gear Solid sneaky sneak. Instead, we will shoot this guy. And we have shot him. And now we're on our way out. Let's make our way out of here. Now that I think about it, we can start using an assault rifle when we get the... we have a need for new ammo. My stress level is through the roof for VMD because I am both injured and because there are hostiles in the area. That's a repair bot. Maggie Chow?
Mr. J.C. Denton, in the flesh.
You know who?
Yes, indeed. You have never met me, ma'am, but you have now. Okay, this is perfect. This repair bot is extremely useful. Tell me, Maggie, tell me more about yourself.
He was a brave man.
Yes.
Yes, he was. I agree. I absolutely agree. Nobody can argue with that. Yes, this is perfect, and
Please, go now.
we're going to... Yes, I'm going. Just let me destroy this UC. Kind of funny that Maggie was sort of intended to be the boss of this map, but she's simply, she is not an Ana Navarra, I can say that much. She does not have the stopping power of an Ana Navarra. Okay, I don't have a means of defeating this Karkin very easily, but we are going to make do with what we have.
Ever hear of the Illuminati? Come back to the compound. I have much to tell you.
Wow, that electricity really messed me up. We're going to let my air recharge here. Aqua lung activated and deactivated. Right, I wasn't using aqua lung back in the sewers. Oh, Mr. Karkian, you are being a silly one today. So then, our remaining objectives are to go to the compound, install our augs. Yeah, that was the weakest Karkian I've ever seen. I'm not even that great with batons, with low tech, and that was just whap. Whap and gone. Okay, here comes the meme.
Tracking down this down connection. Illuminati fingerprints all over the sterics. I'm talking about the molecule shape. 17 segments, 23 coupling points. Only Illuminati technique.
Oh, Tong, the wonderful Tong. He will never ever stop being a generator of memes for this community. Him and Louis Pan, I don't know what it is about China, but the memes just are endless here. Not advisable for a tourist to visit the canals at night. Yeah, my stress level is still through the roof because I am still injured. We are about to get that fixed up. There's that medical bot over in Tong's compound. And that will get us right in shape to exit this foreign country. And that is legitimately... Like, if Hong Kong were a boring place, I can imagine it would be the worst part of the game for a lot of people. I'm really glad that Hong Kong is interesting on multiple levels, so that people like me, a lot of people like me, feel like it's one of the highest points of the game, one of the most memorable and best. Mr. Merchant, just out of curiosity, what do you have? Medkit, rebreather. Half of these I can't even use. I'm not going to use the medkits because I've been doing very good on medkits so far.
The triad are won?
Believe it, buddy. The Triad are indeed won today. Of course, now that means they can perform collusion and cause significantly more problems for the poor merchants of this city. But maybe them working together is better than them working separately. We ourselves will never know. Okay, something else we have to do. We have to find Jaime, but first, let's get ourselves fixed up with this repair bot. Medbot, I should say. Oh, JC, you cannot fit. Okay, gonna do power circulator twice. Okay, that brings us down to 80. Gosh, this is a bad power circulator, but I'm still gonna use it. This is upgrade, not install. Yes, synthetic heart, 25 units per minute. That is so cool. Install. And yeah, I gotta use radar transparency. This is 242. That's not terrible. You know, it's kind of funny. I may actually end up removing that aqua lung now that we're really full on augments. I'm gonna talk to Jaime, and I no longer need to get any aug to level 4 because I have synthetic heart now. That covers everything for me. Where is... So yeah, our power circulator is now maxed out. Wait, what was that saying? 7%, 15, 23, and 28. Yeah, those are not amazing levels. All right, Mr. Reyes, thank you for that. What are we going to upgrade next? Actually, now that I think about it, there is the bug between Spy Drone and Synthetic Heart. could upgrade ballistic. That's never a bad move. Power drain 200. We'll do ballistic because who knows what the future could be like. That super freighter is definitely going to have some tough enemies for us. Let's heal up and then talk to Mr. I'm talking about. Just a quick little wait. While we bring the stream to an end, I thank you for coming along with us. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope that this has been a little more illuminating on both Deus Ex Randomizer and on Vanilla Matter. Thanks to the chat for hanging out and making the stream a bit more enjoyable. And I highly recommend to the viewer who...
Do you have the date?
To the viewer who is not familiar with these mods, definitely check them out. There are a few other streamers that also do run it. There's a Discord server for both of these mods, actually, Randomizer and Vanilla Matter, and you will see me on both of those. They are great communities to be on, very helpful and welcoming people. And I certainly recommend, if you are a experienced Deus Ex player, then you have absolutely nothing to lose by trying the Randomizer. We have data cube. That's an ATM code. We can't use that. If you're in the chat right now, you can see the links that Die is providing. And if you follow those links, then that will allow you... Do we have any food? I guess we can stop by the tavern once we get to New York.
Tom, fill me in.
Yeah.
Yes, you are allowed to post links. I have that for all the regulars, which is you, Astro, Ramisma, and Jesus on Wheels. The four of you can post links freely, as far as I'm aware. So if you want to put that link down, that's something that the bots should not be prohibiting you from. Just going to find a safe place to end the save at. Am I? Yes, this is open. Really? That is... Okay, that's something really, really, really wrong, because number one, you're a moderator. Number two, you're a regular, so I did set that up properly. I'm going to take a second look at that at the end of the stream, so I apologize that happened. I have no idea what went wrong there, but the address is mods4ever.com, so you can go on there. You can check out the many projects that Die Forever has been working on. There are a lot of things over there, like well, Die is a huge fan of The Seventh Guest and so on, the world record holder actually for practically every category in existence. So, if you want to get the straight version of all of Die's of all of Die's products and so forth, and also it's the main hub for the Deus Ex Randomizer, then you can certainly head on. Is that bot going to cross over? Well, the garage door didn't open. I guess we're safe. But yes, mods4ever.com. That is the number 4, just like Die Forever, but mods forever. And that is the end of today's stream, so I thank you for coming along with us, and I hope this was enjoyable to you. We will pick up Session 2, which will presumably finish off the game for us. And we will see you then. So thank you very much, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you. Have a good time, and give these a try. I doubt you will be disappointed, because I love these mods, I love this game. We will see you next time.